Hey, it's Ainsley. I'm just wanting to share my coming out story because I thought, why not? It's not particularly interesting, it's pretty boring actually, but here you go, I thought it's time to share it. I guess I realised I was gay when I was about 11, 12. I was running about my Doctor Who phase and I kind of became obsessed with Billie Piper. I don't know really where the point was, but there was obviously a point where I started to see her as more than just, it wasn't admiring her anymore, it was kind of fancying her. I've pretty much known since the age of 4, I'd say. Well, that's when it can date back to. I remember being on holiday in Tenerife. There was this barmaid there that I really wanted to be with all the time, but obviously at 4 you're not going to know that's why. But looking back on it, I can see it now that is why. I kind of fancied her at the age of 4. Yeah, I'm such a trollop. Although I realised I was gay when I was around about 11, 12, I didn't actually have the courage to come out until I was 16. I actually remember the date that I told my mum and dad. They were the first people I told. It was April 21st, 2010. I'd been reading a magazine article or something about someone coming out and I was like, do you know what? I've been keeping this to myself for so long. It's time to just, you get to a point where you just can't keep it in anymore. And there was no point to keep it in anyway, it was going to come out eventually. So yeah, I went through to my mum and dad. They were just sitting watching TV. It was kind of late at night. I kind of regretted it once I went through though. Well, not regretting telling them, I just regretted the decision to go and tell them because I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. But I stayed until I could tell them. It took me like a good hour or so to actually tell them. But I actually kept my mum guessing. Not that she knew, it was just that she was trying to guess around what it could be. She'd be like, are you pregnant? So then eventually she got around to, are you a lesbian? I just kind of went silent. But see, at the time, I don't know why, but I maybe was still a bit confused, but I came out as bisexual. Maybe because for a long time I'd been hiding behind liking boys. I mean, I had a boy shrine in my room. I was kind of confused. I still thought I kind of liked some boys, but the majority was girls, and there's cats out behind me in the hall. Ignore that. But yeah, they were the first people told. They were fine with it. I don't think my mum completely understood it to start with, but she accepted me. So after that, I phoned my sister. She started crying when I told her, which it kind of put me off as her, but then I realised it wasn't really bad tears, or it wasn't happy tears either. It was just kind of, wow, I'm shocked you're telling me this. That went okay as well. My sister is and was very accepting of it, but I think to an extent, for the first year or so, my mum, my dad, well, my dad not so much because he doesn't really have an opinion on it, I don't think. Like, he accepts it, he doesn't really say much about it though. But my mum and my sister, I think for a while, thought it might be a phase, but eventually my sister started going on my side and started defending me against my mum. About a week or so later, I came out to my friend Rebecca. She was probably the person I trusted most with it and knew would accept me. So it was more just of telling her, not more of, I wasn't as scared to tell her as I was everyone else. It took me a while to come out again after that because they were probably the most important people apart from my gran, who was told by accident. I was waiting until after my exams that year, my 4th year exams, to tell my gran. And my sister accidentally blurted it out on the phone to her, so that wasn't great. Yeah, she wasn't so happy about it. She's kind of old school, so she didn't really understand it and didn't really want to talk about it. It made her uncomfortable. Only recently I've actually started to be able to talk to her about, well, not talk to her about it, but my sister tries to ease it a bit and brings up jokes and stuff, so like my gran knows it's kind of okay now. So after that, it was kind of a knock and I didn't have the courage to tell people so much. It took me a while, but I then came out to two of my other friends, Lisa and Jack, who is no longer with us now. So I came out as bisexual to them as well. In a sense, to start with, it was to make someone feel more comfortable, but in a sense it made me feel more comfortable too. So but I don't know. I didn't really feel like a proper coming out. I had to re-come out to Lisa later on than that. I didn't get a chance to re-come out to Jack. And then the last person I came out to was Katie, who is now my housemate. She was probably the easiest to come out to actually. I wrote a Facebook message and she picked up on it. She was like, what's up? And then she kind of guessed. She was fine with it, and she was probably the reason that I became so comfortable with it, to be honest. I mean, I actually owe a lot of it to Kerry and Rebecca together. They make it normal. So yeah, now it is just normal. Even with my sister as well, my mum, and I can actually just be who I am and stuff. So I'm quite happy about that. I hope you were not entirely grossed out by my face. So yeah, see you later. I was enjoying my cat. I'm just going to do the video like this because my hideous face. Is that okay? Yeah? No? Okay then.